The NFL draft is about a month away, and today we discuss 5 things to expect from the Green Bay Packers at the 2026 NFL draft. I'm Gil Martin. Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have new episodes dropping every day, Monday through Friday. So hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And don't forget to visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. The Packers have 7 picks this season in the draft, although they do not have a first rounder after the Micah Parsons trade. And we don't know yet who Brian Gutekunst is going to pick next month, but we do know some of his tendencies and what he looks for when drafting. So with that in mind, here are 5 things to expect from the Green Bay Packers at the 2026 NFL Draft. Number 1, RAS, or relative athletic score, matters. And that's especially true during the first 3 rounds of the draft. Now, again, no first round pick for the Packers this year, but especially in the second and third rounds, RAS and the size and weight and other measurements really do matter for the Packers. Now, relative athletic score measures the athletic ability of a player against other NFL players at the same position. So that's height, weight, 40-yard dash time, agility drills, and several other factors. They vary from position to position. But the Packers do value pure athletic ability and then believe that the coaching staff can develop those athletes and teach them the finer points of the game. And we've seen in the past, first or second round picks like Rashawn Gary, Christian Watson, Lucas Van Ness, all of them very high RASs, and they become Packers. A poor RAS will take a player off the Packers draft board in the early rounds. And the Packers are usually looking for guys with an RAS of 9.0 or above. Number 2, the Packers do tend to take multiple players at positions of need. This is something Brian Gutekunst has done a lot during his tenure as the team's GM, and he may even combine that with a free agent signing at that position. Goody figures the more darts he throws at the dartboard, the more opportunities he has of hitting at least one bullseye. And we saw it as recently as last year at the draft. In round 1, the Packers take wide receiver Matthew Golden. In round 3, they add another wide receiver, Savion Williams. In 2024, linebackers, Edgerrin Cooper round 2, Tyron Hopper round 3. A few years back, you had a couple of safeties in Javon Bullard and Evan Williams, although Bullard has since moved into the slot. They went in round 2 or 4. Interior offensive line, defensive tackle, and cornerback are probably the top 3 positions that Gutekunst is likely to double down on. But again, with less overall picks in this year's draft, he may not have as many opportunities to do that this year. Number 3, the Packers do look for versatile offensive linemen. Players like Elton Jenkins and Zach Tom can play all 5 positions along the line, and those guys started at multiple positions in college and then again in the NFL. The Packers also don't like to draft college guards necessarily. They do like to draft offensive tackles who maybe have shorter arms or other less than ideal measurements and then move them to guard. Sean Ryan, a tackle in college, moved to guard, then eventually to center. Jordan Morgan, cross-trained at tackle and guard, even though he was a tackle in college. Anthony Belton now doing the same thing. Look for the Packers to take at least 2 offensive linemen in this draft, and at least one of them coming on day 3. Versatility, always a plus in the eyes of Brian Gutekunst. Number 4, expect the Packers to add a quarterback. A couple of years back, Gutekunst indicated the team will look to add developmental quarterbacks in the later rounds of the draft. He didn't say every year, but consistently, often. And guess what? The Packers did not do that last year. Now, Malik Willis departing in free agency this offseason. So right now, Desmond Ridder is the only experienced backup quarterback on the roster. I look for the Packers to take a flyer on a quarterback probably in round 6 or 7. They may end up trying to stash that player on the practice squad this year, but don't be surprised if they draft one, and don't be surprised if they look to add a more experienced backup to compete with Ridder, whether it's via trade, waivers, or a lower priced free agent. Keep your eye on that. And number 5, will not having a first round pick change the approach? I think it will, and here's why. I think without a first round pick, the Packers have to be even more sure about their second and third round selections. You just can't afford to gamble as much in round 2 and round 3 when you don't have a pick in round 1. So, especially on day 2 of the draft, don't expect Green Bay to go outside of their usual requirements for height, speed, weight, arm length, RAS, etc. Gutekunst is going to want to be sure he doesn't miss on those second and third rounders, especially if he wants this team to improve and have some players added in the draft this year who might be able to help them win a few games as rookies. Visit our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles on your Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode of the Daily Packers Post. I'm Gil Martin. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe, and of course, go Pack Go.